YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video, back in the installment of Speculation Saturday. So I have 3 pops I'm going to suggest for you guys today. All I think are sleepers, and all have to do with recent trailers that dropped, but they're probably not the pops you're thinking about off the top of your head. So let's get right into it and see what I got. Here we go.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Asking around town, I'm known as the Popsavage.
Alright guys, before we get in this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit subscribe button down below as well so your updates on my most recent content, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So like I said, this is your first time tuning this segment. What I try to do every Saturday is talk about the financial side of Funko Pops, whether it be certain topics I find interesting or Funko Pops I think are going to go up in value, and that's what we're talking about today. So like I said, all 3 of these pops are going to be pops from a recent trailer. Actually, it's 4 pops I'm going to suggest for you guys today. All are, underrated pops, all are sleeper pops, and things I haven't seen anybody else really talk about it, and I think it's something to bring attention to the community and let you know that these may be pops you want to buy before it may be too late and they go up even more in value. So the first pop is actually a pop that came to mind from the Doctor Strange trailer. So I checked the trailer out. Looks very, very good. I think it's going to be a good movie. I'm really interested to see how they take, the next step into like the whole multiverse concept for Marvel. And the pop that stood out to me is kind of one that you're in the comic book community, maybe a little bit obvious, but a lot of people in the Funko community I haven't really seen talk about it. Well, though the prices have gone up a little bit since the trailer was announced, I think that's due to the comic book community. We have Professor X. So this is the new Professor X from the 2020 line from like the X-Men movie. There is a vaulted one that came out years ago. Obviously, if you want to spend a little bit more money, that's the way to go. This one's not vaulted, but I don't think that they're going to make another one. This one was so new. If they do, I still think this one's going to be a good one to get because it's from the X-Men movie, which we all kind of grew up with, and it had a good, was well received. So if you didn't see the trailer, it does seem, and to me at least, that Patrick Stewart's voice was in the trailer, and you can see from behind it was the image of a bald guy. Professor X is part of the Illuminati, who is in the MCU. It's almost like a team of different superheroes, anti-heroes, that also involves Doctor Strange as well. It does appear that in the trailer that Doctor Strange is meeting with the Illuminati, and Professor X is actually in that movie. If that is the case, it kind of goes on what I've said before. I've been suggesting X-Men stuff for years, and I believe I may even suggested Professor X to you guys before. Professor X hits in the movie, I think this pop is going to explode. Kind of like how when I suggested the, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, Hawkeye, the Kingpin pop I suggested to you guys. Once Kingpin showed up in that show, the pop kind of skyrocketed. I think the same is going to happen for Professor X. I think it's still a good time to buy it just because there's a whole lot of speculating going on right now. There's no confirmation that that actually is Professor X. It's still a good time to buy it because once it is confirmed, the pop's going to shoot up even more. So I think you can't go wrong with this either way. Professor X is going to show up at some point in the MCU. There's no way Marvel's not going to put the X-Men into the MCU. I think Professor X may be the first mutant that we do see on the Marvel big screen. So this is definitely a safe pickup. Like I said, this one's still not vaulted. There's still potential that they make a little bit more of these, but I don't see them often out too much. This came out during like the production crisis we had with the pandemic, and then the other pop is getting a little expensive. I think before the announcement it was like 40 bucks, now it's about 60 bucks. This one's kind of stayed a little bit steady, and I think this what comes into play with this pop. And the next pop I'm going to actually suggest to you, it doesn't have much to do with supply as it does the demand. If the demand outweighs the supply, it doesn't matter, they're still making them. This pop's going to kind of go up even more. This is definitely a safe bet. I think it's no-brainer. You can get this one. There also is a Target exclusive one if you want to be a little bit more, go for the rarer one, because the Target ones are sometimes more rare than the commons. You can get that one too, but I think this one and the other vaulted one are the superior ones. The Target one has like Cerebro on his head, so It's a little bit different. I think that these are the ones to go to, and definitely a pop you should get in your collection before it's too late. Alright, so guys, so the next pick actually also has to do with the Doctor Strange, but it's a pop and a character that no one seems to be talking about, but a character that I think has a good chance to show up in the new Doctor Strange movie, and if not, it's definitely going to show up in a future movie. Now, I don't have this pop yet, but that's going to change with some help from today's sponsor, Whatnot. So let's head over to Whatnot's website and get this pop into the collection. Alright guys, so we're on here on Whatnot. Whatnot, like I said before, is a platform where you can buy all things collectible. So you can see there's Pokemon, sport cards, and right here there's Funko. Now these are all the live auctions available on there, but what we're actually going to be looking for today to purchase that pop is going to be up here on the search bar. So we're going to search for the pop that I want to get, and I'll show you guys in a second what it is. Alright guys, so we have the pop that I'm looking to get today for Speculation Saturdays. We have Namor, so we're going to click on this on Whatnot. Now, I'm using the desktop app. I'm an old school guy. I love using the desktop. I'm not really I don't love using my phone for a lot of stuff, but the app is pretty streamlined. Very, very easy to use. If you're into the app, they do have an app to use as well. And you can see right here, they have 7 available. The conditions are all mint. And like I said before, Whatnot, they do authenticate the pops. If that's something you're interested in, make sure it is real. And you can see the picture as well. I'm actually going to get this one right here because it looks a little bit better of a box and it doesn't have a sticker on it. So we're gonna go here and buy this pop for $13. Good price to me, and I'll explain why in a second. Alright guys, so why am I choosing Namor the Submariner? So same as Professor X, Namor is part of the Illuminati. That's a team that, like I said before, has been speculated heavily in the comic book community. If you're looking to get the comic book, it's New Avengers #7. It's a book that I have, and it's a book that's been speculated on for a long time that team's going to show up in the Marvel Universe. Now, Namor is a pop I think I suggested to you guys before, but now may be the time to pick him up, because if he does make his big screen debut in the Doctor Strange movie, the prices on anything Namor related are going to skyrocket. Now, this pop is not vaulted, it's still available, but it came out back in 2019. Again, dealing with the production issues that Funko dealt with, I don't think supply is too much on this one. I don't see it readily available, and the price is pretty affordable right now, as you guys just saw from the purchase from Whatnot. If this character shows up in the big screen, the sky's the limit. That pop is going to skyrocket in value. Even if they make more of it, this is the first one that Funko did make for this character. If Namor doesn't show up on the Doctor Strange movie, I can almost guarantee he's going to be in the new Black Panther movie. If you are familiar with the comic books, Wakanda and Atlantis, where Namor is from, war all the time. That's pretty much Black Panther's main adversary. So I think that's going to be the new villain in the Black Panther movie if he doesn't show up in the Illuminati for Doctor Strange. So a character is almost guaranteed. I feel this is going to enter the MCU, and a pop that's extremely affordable right now. So at that price point, I don't think you can go wrong at all. I definitely pulled the trigger, and I think that you have a safe bet with getting Namor into the MCU very soon. Alright guys, and finally I had 2 pops I want to talk about from another trailer that just recently dropped. And this is a trailer that was pretty interesting to me. I don't know how I feel about the movie. Some people were kind of mixed. Some people said it looked good. Some people said it looked really weird. But I think it's at least going to get people talking, and that's kind of what you need for building the hype on characters. And that is Chip and Dale. So this is the 2-pack Funko released. This is a flocked edition for 2017 San Diego Comic-Con. I don't believe there's other Chip and Dales. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think at least there's not a 2-pack. This is definitely one you're going to want to look into. This is going to be, either way, the premier iteration of the character. I think a lot of times, even when Funko makes different versions of the character, which they probably will or may for the new movie, the one that's most sought after is going to be the most rare, or the the best version, in this case the flocked version of Chip and Dale. This pop's not incredibly expensive, definitely still affordable, and the good thing with this one is a con exclusive, and that's got the con sticker on it. It's going to be limited, more limited than the other available pops that Funko makes from here on out. The Chip and Dale trailer looks kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which honestly has been a Disney classic, so I definitely think there's potential for this movie. I think Roger Rabbit was even in the trailer. This is a pop I definitely would get into the collection. Chip and Dale are iconic characters in Disney lore, And I don't think you can go too wrong with just getting this pop regardless of how the movie is, because no matter what, Chip and Dale are kind of cemented as Disney greats and, you know, characters people, you know and love at this point. This is the premiere iteration of them. It's one you're going to want to get. And it's almost a can't miss product to me. This is why I've had it in my collection for so long. I just thought the pop looked really cool. And Chip and Dale are just so iconic, and this is the best version of them. The other character you might want to think about getting from Chip and Dale is Monterey Jack. So it's not a pop I have, definitely one I want to get into the collection. But Monterey Jack is also in the Chip and Dale trailer. I would definitely get the Chase. Now, the Chase and the regular one were part of the GameStop bundle. I believe it was for Black Friday, maybe back in 2018 or 2019, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was a mystery box kind of thing where if you opened it up, you got either different figures, a different pop, and it was a mystery, and you could get either the regular edition of the pop or the Chase. So I think the Chase is pretty limited. Not a lot of people got the Chase because it was mixed into I think it was like 4 pops or 3 pops you could get that were different, and then even then it was less likely you're going to get the Chase. So it's a very seems limited Chase pop, and it's only going for like about 20 bucks. It's very, very affordable. He hit in that trailer. If he becomes a character people start to like, $20 for a Chase seems very, very cheap, especially if it's not readily available. It's definitely one you want to look into. I think the common's only going for about 9 bucks too, so I don't think you can go too wrong with it. It doesn't say vaulted in the Funko app, but it was only made through that mystery box, so it most likely is vaulted. They're not gonna remake that mystery box for Black Friday game with GameStop. So definitely a pop I would look into adding your collection. I definitely think Chip and Dale are the safer bet because Monterey Jack wasn't really a household name, but the fact that he may become one may be something to look into as well. So that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about those picks. As always, if you guys have some suggestions that you think should be featured in this segment, drop down in the comment section below. If I agree with you, I always give you credit. But thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Check me out my second channel at Savage Breaks, where I do Pokemon and sport card openings. And also check me out my Instagram at ThePopSavage. You can stay connected there too. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.